By the courts, blackmailing her, not to letting her see her husband, the kids see the husband, even on Christmas Day is illegal. Threatening to see, having the cops come out and say, if you protest anymore, it's illegal. I mean, if you protest anymore, you won't see your kids. That's illegal. She wants to file a police report. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is put the report on paper. That's all your job is. Your opinion doesn't really matter. She wants to file a police report. That's 2 violations of the law by your department and by the courts.
All right, well, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So.
Our kids have been stolen.
They've been stolen. That's
And my wife has been blackmailed. Okay. My child has been attacked. My daughter has been touched.
By who CPS?
The children's service.
Okay, yeah. Well, if you can find me the case number, and I'll look it up, and I'll see what's going on with that. So I can't do much without
you cannot file a police report right now.
I'm not doing them right now. I need
you can do one right now. She's filing a complaint. You file a police report. That's how it works. That's how the law is.
Okay. It's just that they keep threatening my husband. They tell me that they're gonna help me get a divorce, and they tell me to do all this freaking program over and over.
Like I said, right now I'm not sure what's going on right now. So
that's why you take a police report. Are you going to take a police report or not?
If you can give me the case number.
Cindy, demand a police report. Demand one.
I just need a police report.
Demand one. Tell them to give it to you. It's your right.
I have no idea what I'm going to write.
She'll tell you what to write. You will tell. And the police report. Yes, when there's a crime being committed, they tell you what happened during the crime, isn't it? That's how it works.
Okay, but if you give me
what's your name?
Number, my name is Deputy Barnes. If you can give me the case
That's
number,
not how a police report works. That's what Deputy Barnes says.
If you can give me the case number, I'll be able to look it up and I'll see what actually is going on with all that. All right? Okay.
No.
Well, they keep telling us that our children are going to be
demand
returned.
A police report.
Okay.
They said as soon as our lights turn on, our lights been on for 6 months.
Okay, that's not up to me.
And then they
having your people come out and
medical
threaten us. That's a crime.
I did everything they told me to do.
Why did you?
They keep adding more crap, and it's like they said, "Oh, you're done with your program. You're done. We'll get your kids." But they don't want to return my kids because they want my daughter.
Cindy, the deputies threatened us.
And my daughter
we have a part of court record.
My daughter told me that someone touched her, and they tell me to call 1-800 number, and I told them what happened. And
these people are criminals.
Okay, they arrest me and my son.
They can sell Abby for over $200,000. All right, it has nothing to do with the kids being abused. We did nothing to the kids. We even have a court record says we did nothing. We were good parents. But we protested, and they sent thugs out like you to say, hey, don't stop protesting or you won't see your children again. And you know that happens all the time.
He said we're never going to see our babies again.
And she wants to file her police report. This is going straight to the net. Are you denying her the right to file her police report?
I'm not saying I'm not doing a police report. I'm saying
I know. You're doing a police report how we're being bad.
So like I said,
on her complaint.
If you can give me the case number, if you go inside and find the case number, I'll also look it up. I'll try to figure out what's going on. But like I said, I need a case number right now.
Cindy, the case number does not matter. See, he's deflecting. What matters is the fact that you were threatened and you were blackmailed. You want to make a police report on the fact that you were threatened and you were blackmailed, that your family was threatened, that your child was abused, that your Abby was touched, and that the cops, the deputies do nothing about it, and that the courts do nothing. I know Deputy Barnes, or whatever he said his name was, is a good man. He's not just a badge, he's a man behind there, and he took an oath to the Constitution. He knows the courts have nothing to do with the Constitution. He knows the family courts have nothing to do with it. And I know he's going to do the right thing and be a man and take your police report.
He wants to see his babies. He hasn't
Cindy,
seen them in 4 months.
That's not what the complaint is. The complaint is the threat.
A police report saying that they're threatening us. They're freaking, harassing my family.
When the police won't take a police report, that means they're part of the problem. That means they're the criminals. Your job is to take a report.
All right, like I said,
you take what she says.
I'm still going to look it up. If you can go find the case number for me.
Cindy, the case number doesn't matter.
So I can read what actually happened, all that.
It just says that they took my kids because of no light.
See, they're denying because we're saying part of the complaint is his department. Cindy, don't let him deflect you. It doesn't matter what your case number is. It doesn't matter anything. You want to file a police report. Now he's going to go bring him back up to abuse us. All you want to do is file. You've been wronged. There's a crime has been committed against your family and your children and your husband. That is an emergency. Ask for your license back now. You haven't committed a crime. Ask for your license back now.
Okay.
Now.
Can I get my license?
You haven't committed a crime.
I just need you to file as a police report. That's all.
That's what she explains what the crime has been. She explains it, and then you write it down. I'm well aware of what a police report is. So are you. She is going to explain it, and then you write down what she explains.
My husband been threatened for not seeing his kids in 4 months.
Who's threatening?
The CPS.
And that's what I'm trying to figure
Her name
out.
is
That's what I'm
Janet
saying. If you can
James.
give me the case number,
The deputies.
I can see all that,
And it's part of court record that the deputies actually did come up to us and say that. That threatened us for protesting. The courts didn't do anything. And then the courts fucking attacked, the police attacked my little son for asking why they were beating up Cindy. Now, is that a proper police procedure for sticking your thumb in their throat? Is that police?
I have no idea.
Are you going to be a man or are you going to be a badge? I'll be a man before I'm a badge, aren't you? Didn't your mama raise you that way? The police report says that I'm a good father. I'm nothing but loving. It says that.
I can't see any of that. That's like I said. The whole returning the children.
You know
is
what?
not up to me.
That doesn't really matter. Cindy, it doesn't match. Cindy,
the way
Cindy,
they want.
it doesn't matter what the part you're saying does not matter. What matters is her complaint. Her complaint is what you take down on a police report.
Okay.
And we've tried to have cops do it before, and they won't do it. Why? Because it's against them, or it's against the CPS, or it's against the courts. But that has nothing to do with it. It's still your job. You took an oath to the Constitution to take her report. Now go get the pad, pepper, however you do it, and write it down. And she wants a signed copy of it.
Okay, that's not how that works anyway.
Yes, it is. A crime has been committed.
Okay, but you're not listening. You're not listening at all.
Is threatening somebody a crime?
I'm not saying that it's not, but I'm talking
With a gun. If they have a gun on them and they threaten you, is that a crime?
Yeah, okay. But you're not listening.
So the deputies threaten
You're
us.
still not listening.
The deputies threaten
You're
us.
still not listening.
Is that a crime if a deputy comes up? If you come up to me and say, "Hey, you better do as I say, or I'm going to take your kids."
You're saying you want me to do a report right now and have it signed and give it to y'all right now. That's not how that works. That's not how this works.
Well, you don't need to sign. This is signed. This camera is signed.
Okay, that's fine.
But you can do
just
a report.
write a report.
But what all right. Y'all are not listening to me though.
Is it
y'all
illegal?
Give me the case number of what actually happened.
You know what? It doesn't matter. Even if before other case numbers say we were bad parents and we pour boiling water on them, that's beside the point.
Okay, but it's not going to be your children are not stolen or kidnapped.
They are stolen once the deputies made the threat. Once the deputies made the threat that you will not see your kids again unless you do as we say, unless you stop protesting. That was kidnapping. Am I right? Would you agree?
Yes, it is.
If you don't agree with the cops, they're not going to let you see your kids again.
So you're telling me that if somebody came to you
Cindy,
right now
Cindy,
with a car and
I
steal
wanna
your
get this
kid,
on camera.
that is kidnapping, isn't it? And you, as
Cindy.
a parent, can do whatever you want.
No, because the courts say that they have the right to.
That is beside the point.
That's the courts.
I'm not talking about what the courts did. I'm talking about what your deputies did. I'm talking about what the CPS and her lawyers did by blackmailing her and me not seeing it because they want to separate the family. And you know that's the process they do. The first thing they do is get rid of the father. Why? Because he's an authority figure. Why? So the woman is dependent upon the state. Why? So they have access to her children. Why? Because the children are worth money. What do you have when you have children? You have money and you have sex. Always.
So you're telling me that you think the courts are selling your kids?
Yeah, of course. My dad is 6
We have
years
proof.
old. We have
If you take a police report, we have proof.
Yes.
We have proof that they're stealing them. We have your deputies on court record. We proved it on court record that they came by and threatened us and said never see the kids again unless you do as we say. You're upsetting the wrong people. Let me ask you, who are the wrong people? Are they special businessmen in town that like having little yacht clubs?
I don't know what you're actually asking.
You're telling. How long have you been on force?
For about a year and a half.
A year and a half. So you know what? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
But you're still eyes wide shut, right? You still know what's going on.
You're not actually.
A deputy who threatens a family, threatens their children,
right,
that's what we want to play. Right. We want to file a police report. And we want to file a police report against them. Look,